In this video, you will see how to replace the heating element and other related parts on a Whirlpool electric dryer. For this repair, you will need the following tools and parts: ratchet screwdriver with a 1/4-inch socket, the cutoff fuse, the thermistor, the high-limit thermostat, the cycling thermostat, and finally, the heating element. Before you start, always make sure the appliance you're working on is disconnected from the outlet. There are a total of 9 screws you will need to unscrew to remove the back panel. Let's get to it. We will fast forward this process. Now we can see all the heating-related parts: the safety cutoff fuse, the high-limit thermostat, and the heating element. Finally, the thermistor and the cycling thermostat. We will start with the cutoff fuse at the top. Simply remove the 2 wires that are connected to the fuse and set them aside. With a 1/4-inch socket, unscrew the screw to release the fuse. Place the new fuse by placing the holding teeth in its place first. Then you can screw back the fuse and connect the 2 wires. Let's look at the heating element. The heating element held by 2 screws, 1 in each side, and there are 3 wires to disconnect. Let's start by removing the wires from the heating element and the thermostat. It's okay to apply some force to disconnect the wires if needed. After removing the wires, using a 1/4-inch socket, unscrew the 2 screws. You will need to apply some pressure and wiggle the heat element to make it loose and remove it altogether. A bad heat element will always look burnt and rusted, and even broken. Placing the new heat element will involve the same technique as removing the old one. Make sure you can see through the threads on both sides. This way you can tell the heat element is perfectly aligned. Now you can put the screws back. Then, reconnect the wires the same way they were. Now we're looking at the cycling thermostat and the thermistor. We'll start with the cycling thermostat. You'll need to remove all the wires from the thermostat before removing it. With a 1/4-inch socket, remove the only screw that holds the thermostat in place and place the new one instead. Slip one of the sides of the new thermostat into the slot in a way that only one side stays visible. Then thread the screw back and reconnect the wires. The red wires connect at the top and bottom terminals of the thermostat and the purple wires at the side terminals. To remove the thermistor, first disconnect the two wires. Then the 1/4-inch socket, remove the only screw that hold the thermistor in place. Install the new thermistor by placing the holding teeth in position, then insert the screw and connect the two wires. That's it, the repair is complete. At this point, all there is left to do is installing back-to-back panel and test your dryer to make sure it works properly. You can find all the parts in this video in the description. We hope this video helped you fix your dryer.